Virgos, stop fighting yourself with yourself. And why we say so? Because Virgos are considered to be perfect, and then they get into that shadow boxing game with themselves, and later on they go deep into the despair, or they start thinking negatively. And how this game begins in your childhood. From the astrological point of view, Virgos are very sensitive people, and they cannot tolerate, and they have very little tolerance for any kind of stress in their life, and mental tensions, of course not. Okay, how this begins with the childhood. And generally most of the, or say 99% of the Virgos do have very difficult childhood, wherein where the resources are divided. You have very little or less food, or you have overbearing parents, or you have overbearing figures around you, and most of you are basically putting your standing, or say sleeping in the corner, or basically having very secluded life, having very lonely life in the early childhood of your being. Now that starts, and top of that, people think that since you are a Virgo, you will be very perfect person. While the truth is this, you are still trying to understand what perfection you need in the eyes of the world. Okay. Now next, as you move on, your struggle goes deeper. Your early childhood struggle continues to the young age even. Okay, and as you grow, as you become 16 or 15 years of age, your Shani Sadesati begins. Okay, that cycle of Saturn for 7.5 years begins, and out of those 7.5 years, 2.5 years of this cycle are very cruel to you. Okay, and that begins when you are in your very early age, and your early struggle starts shaping you, and that's how you start blaming for everything which is right, and you start blaming for everything which is not right. So basically both the things you just get on. Okay, so you are not basically you are not perfect, and top of that, you choose the professions which are not stress related. As you move your young age, you come to your middle age, you get into the mid age crisis. While the truth is this, all of your friends, all of your known people, all of your childhood friends are well settled somewhere or the other, while you are still struggling, and that's really very much heartbreaking to note that even in the middle age, your struggle is not ending. And from here you start fighting with yourself. And here, if you are in the middle aged, or if you are around 25 years of age, or you are in 30s, you need to listen to this very carefully, that you need to stop fighting with yourself. Okay, and as you grow older, as you pass your middle age, your melancholic, or your basically your once your pleasant nature has now the bitterness of the world. Okay, and as you grow older, you start getting into this, your old age may be golden, but still you carry the burden of being perfect with you. Now that's how it is. So you have self struggle. One thing is this: you are not perfect. Second is you have got self struggle, and you have got self doubts, and you are also having over magnifying your problems. Okay, and over maximizing your troubles, and also by overthinking. So even if Virgos do have a quality, if there is no trouble around them, still they will generate a trouble for themselves by overthinking, by over analyzing anything, or by thinking very critically about their partners. If partner is not available, they'll start thinking very critically about themselves also. So now basically, since you are Virgo listening to this, I have a very clear understanding about your problems. Your problems, mostly 99% problems of yours are basically mental problems. Those problems do not exist physically. So what you are doing shadow boxing. You are looking at yourself, nobody is there, you start punching yourself. Don't do that, okay? Second, everybody is basically human, and since you are also human, so do not put overburden, or say do not put burden of being perfect on everybody around you. And as somebody has written a book called Disease to Please, that's what you suffer. Basically you are suffering from this disease. You are trying to please lot many people, while you are putting your own well-being in the danger. Okay, you should not be doing this, and just get over this tendency of overthinking, overanalyzing everything. You need to get over this feeling of that, I'm not able to do this, I'm not able to do this. You know what, people may have their greeds and needs fulfilled. Okay, greeds and needs of this world may still be over, but what will not be over is the complaint of the people around you. Okay, so people still will be complaining, against anything, or something, but you need to be aware of this feeling that some of these problems you cannot solve. Leave them alone. Okay, now another thing is this. That you need to stop comparing yourself with the others. That is the first step in solving this problem. Second is and do not do hyper analysis of anything and everything. You need to take the things as they are. Okay, do not put your expectations onto them, like why bird is bird, why bird cannot be fish, why fish cannot be bird. No, fish cannot be bird, because fish is meant to be in the water and bird is meant to be in the air, and that's how you Virgo, you are shaped well by your destiny, and astrologically you are very sensitive, very sensitive person. Okay, you get tears in your eyes sometimes for having no reasons to. Okay, you detach with the world not so easily. Okay, a world around you means a lot to you. While these things are happening, you will overanalyzing your responses to the people. Okay, so what you need to do, stop hyper analytics or hyper analyzing the things. Second is maximize your happiness. Okay, even if you get a very small reason for being happy, just maximize it. And also give a space to the people and have your space also. In being in relationship, being at workplace, everywhere you need to practice this. Give a space and have a space, and grow happiness, grow happy together. And that's how it should be for you, Virgos. There is no remedy for your over analytical behavior. Okay, there is nobody who is perfect. You need to think of this. Okay, you need to stop fighting with yourself. Do not fight with yourself. You are not the reason of every bad thing happening in the world. Okay, it's not you versus the world, or it is not world versus you. It is you versus you. You need to be at peace with yourself. Okay, with these words I close, and please subscribe our channel. Thank you very much for watching, and God bless you. Be in shape. Yep, be best. Yeah, and do not compare with anybody. Okay, yeah, sure.